Just think about your workouts and what your fitness journey looks like at the moment and how much variety is in place. In this video, I want to share with you quickly just why variety in our workouts and therefore our fitness journeys is so important. Just a quick backstory, I like to think of myself as someone that's in pretty good shape, that knows what they're doing, knows what they're talking about when it comes to health and fitness. However, I personally went through a stage where for a year and a half, I would just jump on my indoor bike, my Peloton, for 30 minutes and try and crush it every single time and try and crush my personal best every single time. But if you think about that, all that is the same ride every single day using the same muscle groups, no variety. And you would think that, yes, I mean, it's not bad that you're jumping on the bike and doing 30 minutes of workout, 5 or 6 times a week. That's what we need to be doing. However, there needs to be more variety in one, the cardio that we do, and two, most importantly, weight training, which I neglected for about a year and a half, and essentially I just turned skinny fat. So here is the science, well, not really science, but here's a few observations to why variety is so important. Number one, your body gets used to it, right? You're not really testing it because you're doing the same workout over and over again. So your cardio is hitting a ceiling or hitting a plateau. And for my example, I'm only using my legs to cycle. Those are the only muscles that I'm using. So I'm neglecting my chest, my back, my shoulders, my core, all of these important muscle groups that we need to still be working out and building. So what I needed to be doing is, for example, switching up the high intensity 30 minutes all out effort with some longer endurance zone 2. So we've all probably heard of zone 2, but that's a fantastic way to build up a good base and foundation of health and fitness. It improves your heart capabilities. It of course improves your cardiovascular. And for anyone that doesn't know what zone 2 is, it's 185, so your maximum heart rate, take away your age. And this improves, like I said, cardiovascular endurance, it improves your metabolism, and most importantly, it allows you to work out and not put so much stress on your body. So you can consistently and regularly do this without feeling super tired and just running yourself into the ground. You and I also need to do HIIT sessions where your heart rate is going up and down. For me, I was always hovering at like 165, 170, just trying not to redline, but to get the maximum output. And we need to spike our heart rate to the maximum, let it drop down, let it spike up, and basically just have this variety, right? So our body, our heart, our cardiovascular system is getting different types of workouts. Okay, really the crux of this video is the muscle debate. And people actually say that muscle building is more important than cardio. I think they go hand in hand for sure, but there's a reason why muscle is called the longevity organ, right? And for someone that's into health and fitness who didn't essentially lift weights that much for a year and a half just doing the Peloton, it was so detrimental to my overall health. And anyone that doesn't lift weights on a regular basis, it's essentially just really, really bad for you. So a few things with muscle. First of all, and this is something that will surprise you, but the more muscle you have, the better your metabolism is, and it actually burns more calories. So effectively, the more muscle you have, the more calories you're going to be burning, and that actually helps and aids with weight loss. And second, it just improves your overall body, right? Because muscle protects your joints, it will improve your posture, and it will obviously make you look better. And as we get older, we definitely need muscle. We need muscle retention. Little things like when you're in a seat, right, and you need to get out of the chair, you need to use muscle to push yourself out of the chair. So when you get older and you have these little movements in your body that you obviously don't really think of when you're younger, these are all going to play a crucial role to the quality of life that you have when you get older. Okay, so this is my personal training plan, I guess, for a typical week, and I think it's one that not necessarily you should follow, but is a really good one because it covers all bases, right? So I love to Peloton or bike ride, zone 2 work kind of 3 times a week. I will like to run once or twice a week, do a CrossFit session probably once a week, and that's really the high heart rate. So I'm looking to do, maybe my maths wasn't correct then, but I'm looking to do kind of 5 cardio sessions a week, maybe 3 or 4 in zone 2 and then 1 or 2 in the higher heart rate zones, zone 4 and zone 5. Combine that with 3 weightlifting sessions a week. I actually do 4 or 5, but 3 is a great place to start, and you probably don't need that as long as you, the rule of thumb is kind of hitting both each muscle group twice a week. So doing your chest twice a week, shoulders twice a week, arms, legs, etc. And that's pretty much it. So just having that variety, making sure you're doing good zone 2 heart rate stuff, making sure you're increasing your heart rate a couple times a week, and obviously building and lifting muscle.